Welcome my friends, Air is back at the Town Hall 10 level. It is a dominant post update. Again, Air is OP, out of this world, amazing. Oh my goodness, I have never been an air attacker except for dragons, but oh my, the new update to the loons, nothing can stop these air attacks. Now, a couple of these bases, yes, they're against max bases. Some don't have the best CC and some don't have CC, or actually some have air loons. So it depends on the CC, but even with the strong CC, this strategy will still work. So the goal, and I'm going to show you how you get the 3-star, you really have to get down two things with your kill squad. No matter, so figure out how to do it. You get down the enemy queen and an inferno tower. Now, if you can't get down both, I would say the inferno tower is probably more important than the queen, because I think you can get the queen with some lava hound pups when they burst. Now, of course, usually on a base, you could probably get an air defense and an inferno tower. So you got to make sure you at least get that if you're not going to get the queen as well. So just bear that in mind. But the main thing, if you can get the queen and an inferno tower, you will be golden. And all you do after you get that, you pretty much do your regular loon attack, bringing 3 lava hounds and plenty of loons at that. Poison spells, you only need 1, make sure, and then you bring a lot of haste, some rage, and heal. Now, I actually did this with a clone spell, and it worked out just as fine too. I did some comparison videos, not here, but I already did them before. I don't have any of the video of the clone spell, but it's a debate. Does clone spell work at Town Hall 10? I don't know. I mean, it's no one hardly uses it, but I probably think, you know, the extra rage or extra haste is better. However, clone spell will work if, say, you kind of miss up your loon portion and you need some extra loons for that inferno tower to take it down, or a hard Tesla farm at that. So again, here, this is another maxed out base. This is actually a Town Hall 11, but a new Town Hall 11, only a Grand Warden, level 3, I think. Anyways, the key here, obviously, if he's got Clan Castle, but yes, it's not the strongest. So I do keep that in mind. It's not like Baby Dragon or anything like that. But even with the Baby Dragon, the Queen would have still been able to take it out, plus get that Inferno Tower down, I believe. Otherwise, you could just bring a couple, you could bring a Valkyrie or 2, or maybe a couple extra bowlers. But still, the Queen half health, so she could have taken down the Inferno and the Queen and the Clan Castle, even if it was a Baby Dragon in there. So on this portion, okay, I put 2 hounds on the first air defense, and the reason I do that, because I think it's stronger. You want to make sure you have protection for the first one as they path towards the Inferno Tower. And then from here on out, you will pretty much place your spells, your haste on the outer perimeter, and then try to save that extra rage for that Inferno Tower. And look at this. Oh my goodness. With the heal, look how many troops I have left. Now, keep in mind, you notice I brought some minions at the beginning. I'm getting a little better at this, but once you deploy your first wave of the portion, you need to drop those cleanup troops right away, because I did have a fail. I don't know if I will show it in this video, but I did have a fail because I didn't drop my minions quick enough, and I didn't have enough pups then, and I ran out of time. Here is a fail, and why did this fail? One, honestly, I would bring a jump spell and not wall breakers, but it was a friendly challenge, and I didn't feel like going to change it. So I brought wall breakers, and I failed, and it actually works out great because I don't get down the Inferno Tower here with my kill squad, because the king had to plow through this wall way too long, and because of that, the fail did occur. Now, also on this base, his expos are pointed up, so that obviously hurts as well. But look, the queen does not go down. The queen goes down, but the Inferno Tower does not, and because of that, I just can't get it done. But the thing is, even with expos pointed to the air, it's still a super powerful attack. Now, a couple mistakes here. I might have been able to recover. The biggest mistake, I didn't have enough loons on that middle portion. You see that air defense in the king compartment? I should have put my haste right now, right in that core. It was way too late. It didn't even catch the loons, and because of that, you see those southern loons, they're just going to that right next to the Inferno Tower. If I had gotten to the air defense down, those loons would have passed towards, look, that Inferno Tower. Instead, they went left and then went into the core, and then it was all over. So would it have been a 3-star? I don't know. It would have given my chances way higher. But again, you can tell you need to get down at least one Inferno Tower when you're using this strategy, because it's going to be really hard for the air portion to get down both Inferno Towers. So just make sure you produce this kill squad that will get down the queen, an Inferno Tower. And you don't necessarily have to get down an air defense, but it certainly helps if you do get it down. So this is if I was bringing a jump. Now, I wouldn't put a jump on the outside. That's dumb. I would just bring 3 wall breakers, but I didn't have them with me on my army. And then I'd put the jump there in the core to hit the so the king would not pass slowly through the wall. This is what would occur if, say, there was a tough CC. The bowlers and the king, and maybe if I brought extra bowlers or a Valkyrie, they would have passed towards the core, jumped over that wall, and taken it out, and I would have gotten down the Inferno plus a strong CC, and no problem at that. Now, it would have, if there was a hound coming from the CC, it would have been close. I don't know. If the queen locked onto the hound before she took down the Inferno Tower, that would have spelled problems for sure. This time, it was a much smoother attack on this base. You can tell because I had... actually, I will say it wasn't so smooth on the southern end. So you notice you don't want your loons to back trace. You saw a bunch of those loons kind of backpedal to that Tesla farm area. You don't want that to happen. You want it to be a smooth, seamless ride for your loons, so they'll path towards the Inferno Tower. And I had my loons go backwards. If you go back and replay it, they go back to the Tesla farm, and that really slows down the attack. And this is what I'm talking about, the minions using cleanup. I should have dropped those minions right away, and it really came down to the wire. I barely got this, with 5 seconds remaining. If I dropped those little minions at the beginning of the raid, time wouldn't have been an issue. I've got to keep that in mind going forward. Make sure you keep that in mind yourself. So here are just a number of attacks on different bases. Yes, this is not even maxed out, and it still gets the job done using this strategy. Why am I coming in on that side? Well, there's an air defense. Obviously, that helps. But that queen is elusive. And I'm not even sure if my kill squad gets... I don't think it gets down the Inferno. So if you're not going against maxed Inferno Towers, the queen is way better to go for. And you can leave the you can leave those Inferno Towers by themselves, because the non-maxed Infernos aren't going to be strong enough to take down your loons anyway. So bear that in mind as we're going forward. A little late on the hastes. Honestly, I could pre-place the hastes. I might actually do that in the future. Pre-place the hastes because that time spent, actually the queen might get down the Inferno Tower. The time spent putting the haste just a little late makes a huge difference for the loons, and can actually really cause some problems getting that 3-star. But you can tell, look how powerful this attack is, guys. I have never been a great La Loon attacker, but with the loons so powerful, I'm practicing way more than I have in the past, and it's easier. Is it as easy as ground? Well, I don't know yet, but my first initial thoughts are yes, it is. Maybe not on all bases, but the ones I've hit, I've gotten them pretty well. I know these are friendly challenges, but still, the air portion, as long as you can get down the enemy base, it will go well for you. I mean, get down the enemy queen and the Inferno Tower. So this attack, this is a fail, I believe. This is a 2-star. One of the reasons I think, I don't think I'm going to get the queen down. My entry point really wasn't the best. The kill squad didn't do much. And here is the hound in the clan castle. Now the queen does, the enemy queen does not go down, and I think that really caused it. So I think I said before, choosing, I know I said before choosing queen over the Inferno Tower, but see, I didn't realize that until not going up against a maxed out base. So if you're not going against a maxed out base, you want to get down the queen. If you're going against a maxed out base, is the queen better than the Inferno Tower? I would say Inferno Tower, as long as you can get some pups around the queen with a rage. Now, if you can't do that, if you can't get down the queen immediately, then you want to take out the queen first, then the Inferno Tower. But it would be hard either way. If you can't get down the queen or the Inferno Tower, it's going to be extremely hard. So I guess play with it, and I'm going to keep playing with it and see if it's better to take down the queen or the Inferno Tower. But you can see these attacks are really powerful, really strong, and I like them a lot. Now, same sort of strategy here, and this is why I failed this attack. You're going to find out here in a second. I got a little unfortunate. So my kill squad was definitely where it should be. There is a CC. Okay, giants and wizards, that's not too bad. But the problem here, a little unfortunate AI activity. So I should have, the queen is up, full health. If I had a jump there, the king would have actually done more damage and taken down the enemy queen way faster, and the king. But look at this, the queen is on the Inferno Tower. I was like, yes, this is gonna be a 3-star. Oh, she switches to the king, and then the king walks away, and look, the queen follows. Look at that. Oh, how unfortunate. And I can't get down that Inferno Tower. So you can tell with just keeping that, having 2 Inferno Towers up, it is just too hard for the air portion to get it done. Maybe if I tweaked my entry point and really emphasized getting down that Inferno Tower more quickly on the northern end, would have probably helped. And I did encounter both Infernos at the same time, so not the best loon placement, I will give you that. But look, see that Inferno Tower? If it had died, I would have gotten a 3-star, because look, imagine only now, that last Inferno Tower, taking it down, here is the heal right on my loons, and I would have had enough for these end portions. I just stopped it early because I knew there's no way I'm going to get that Inferno Tower, but I would have had the 3-star without it. So make sure you keep that in mind, guys. Thanks again for watching. We will see you next time, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Take care. Halo out.